Folk Racing, back again with another video. We're here in the season finale, in the title decider. It is Leclerc versus Sainz. There is 19 points in it. Charles Leclerc kinda needs a miracle, if we're being perfectly honest, but we're going to see if the big man can get the job done. We simulate all the practice sessions. I could have put what's he called, Giovinazzi in, but I thought it would have been a bit unfair on one of them because it is title deciding weekend. But you know, the Ferraris, been a great season, undeniably. It's been an unreal season. But as we go into qualifying, let's see how it's going to go down, and hopefully we can get the job done. But there's practice, as you can see. The Ferraris, I mean, I guess realistically, Leclerc needs to win the race and hope Sainz retires or something along those lines. But I'm controlling them both. There's going to be no script in here. It's going to be whatever happens. As you see, they had the Q1 there. We make it through. And we go out to Q2 as I'm yawning because I'm a tired fucking bunny rabbit, man. But as you can see, Red Bull beginning to show here they've got a bit of pace. But as we go into Q3, Leclerc goes across the line, manages to go P2. Carlos Sainz, can he improve here in the last qualifying session of the year? He drives past where Nicholas Latifi binned it. He's flying. We're being told that we need to refuel, but guys, we need to go across the line first before we even think about refueling. Sainz through the final couple of corners, goes across the line, and he puts it P2, so he starts in a better position. We've got Perez, Hamilton, George Russell, all with grid penalties, which means it's going to be a mixed up grid for the start. But then again, is it? I mean, well, it's going to be a wee bit mixed up, but I mean, the upper midfield show that they've got the pace to get the job done. But it's the way we go, the lights are out, we need... We're going to expect a battle here, and I'm going to expect a big Carlos Sainz win. But as you can see, yep, he takes the lead, and that's basically battered Charles Leclerc. Leclerc needs to fire away pass for starting. I mean, I've told him to keep it clean. The constructors may be wrapped up, guys, but it doesn't mean we go all out war, for fuck's sake. You've got to keep it clean, but Leclerc and Sainz absolutely pushing it. They've got the engines up, we've got the tyres going, we've got the fuel pumping. Absolutely insane, and Leclerc has to find a way past Max Verstappen, but I'm just no seeing it. But maybe as he pulls out of the slipstream, we can get a bit off his teammate and hopefully think about a manoeuvre here on Max Verstappen. But it's not happening, and there's nothing really happening at the back either. Hamilton's just at the back. What's going on? Grid penalty, son. Moving on, no, lap 5, it's basically just more of the same. We've got Sainz leading, but we've pulled quite a mighty gap for big Pierre Gasly, but it's going to be an interesting race. Probably safety car's going to decide this title. The top 3 here are just switching positions. It's insane. The DRS just very overpowered here, as we saw in real life, kind of. Like, even if you got them on the straight, you could just slip in behind and get them on the second bit. But in motorsport, in the F1 Manager, it kind of is just very similar. The DRS, so very, very effective in this game. But as you can see, we're all just swapping positions here. And it's going to be very intriguing here, because, I mean, there was a bit of collision, maybe something could happen, but we decided to pit Leclerc early. But as we pit Leclerc early, the strategy goes against them, because Perez and Esteban Ocon, I believe, actually collided with each other, and it brought out the safety car. And for some reason, guys, sadly, it didn't actually show a replay, which is a bit disappointing, because it wiped both cars out the race. So I'd like to have seen that. But the safety car in this lap, and as you see, not everyone is actually caught up to the back of the pack, but Leclerc leads from Verstappen and Sainz. But that's the shit thing, because for Leclerc, he will have to pit again. The other two don't really. Then it's Magnussen for Gasly, Zhou, Hamilton, Russell, Norris, Bottas, Alonso, Ricciardo. So it's a pretty mixed up grid at this point. Ocon and Perez crash has opened the door for other people to get points, but with Leclerc, we just kind of need to push and hope for the best. But as we go down the straight, Verstappen thinks about a manoeuvre, overtakes Charles Leclerc. He's in front. Leclerc's got that fastest lap, which could prove crucial in this title fight as this race goes on. But Leclerc, with the DRS now, just blasts past Max Verstappen now. Carlos Sainz hinting about a manoeuvre, but Verstappen covers him off. And at this point, it's an 11-point swing, but it's not the 19 that Charles Leclerc needs. Moving on, though. And what has happened? Leclerc has went off the track under pressure for Max Verstappen. He's damaged his front wing, and we've had to pit him, and with that, that's basically the whole thing knackered. with 16 laps to go. Absolutely disgraceful from Leclerc, and that is basically, guys, how it ended up. Verstappen ends up winning the race. Carlos Sainz comes home in second place with the fastest lap, with the Drivers' Championship. Then it was Lewis Hamilton in third. Then it was George Russell. Then it was Valtteri Bottas, Charles Leclerc in P6. Very disappointing from Leclerc. You know, I mean, if it was Sainz that made his mistake, maybe, you know, Leclerc could have won the title. Magnussen, though, coming home in P7. Then we've got Norris, Gasly and Guan Yu Zhou to wrap up the final points paying positions. But yes, it is Carlos Sainz who wins his first Drivers' Championship, the first championship at Ferrari since 2007. It's been a long fucking while. And Leclerc going across the line confirms that, unless it's going to be like a post-race penalty or something. But guys, what a race, what a season, Forza Ferrari. We've done it, guys. I mean, I wasn't 100% sure that we'd been able to do it, but we get an achievement there. Our gamer score won the Constructors' Championship. But when I started this save, it was kind of just to make Ferrari competitive with Red Bull. I had no expectation of actually winning it, but we went ahead and won it. And to be honest, relatively easy. You know, like, when I say easy, there was a bit of spell around the halfway point, where maybe just before the halfway point, where it looked like Red Bull were quicker than us. Like, I remember, was it Baku, I think? There was a few races, but I guess the car just suits more to other tracks than other ones. But again, I think over the course of the season, we have had the fastest car. Max has been very consistent, but thankfully just not consistent enough, and we've managed to get the job done. And the job done is a Constructors and a Drivers' Championship. Here is the way the race finished. Verstappen for Sainz, Hamilton, Russell, Bottas, Leclerc, Magnussen, Norris, Gasly and Guan Yu Zhou. Hamilton up 17 positions, absolutely insane, which is mad in my personal opinion. Sainz with the fastest lap, and there is the way it finished. 4:17 for Sainz and 3:87 for Charles Leclerc. So a gap of 30 points. Max Verstappen with 5-3, then a big gap to Perez and Hamilton, and an even bigger gap to George Russell. Bottas finishing not far behind him. Then it was Pierre Gasly, and then, you know, we've got the Ferrari for Red Bull and Williams finishing rock bottom without even getting a point, man, which is a disaster. But here we go, we get even another achievement to achieve a long-term objective with the board. Drivers' Championship won, Constructors' Championship won, just things you love to see. 75 gamer score, El Plan achieved the board season targets, boom. They couldn't be happier, and they wonder, because I mean, the long-term objective was to win the Constructors. 2024 was the target season, and we went and did it in the first season. So you can't complain about that. Season 2, guys, we're going to try and keep this Ferrari at the front of the grid, but while we're doing that, we get rid of Giovinazzi, and I've tried to bring in Oscar Piastri, because we rate this guy a lot here. We're bringing him in as a reserve driver. His patience is very high. He's open to negotiation. We've offered him a contract, and let's see what he says. 1.5 million salary, boom, 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 higher. That should be it. He's accepted the contract, and we are hiring Oscar Piastri as the Ferrari reserve driver, and that looks pretty toasty in my opinion. Can't wait. And we've also signed Jared Murphy as what is he? I think he's head aerodynamics. So there you have it, guys. But anyway, that'll do it for the season finale. Until next time, what an episode, what a season. Till season 2. Peace.